Everyone, when we hear the word law, what comes to mind? Maybe some of you imagine courtrooms with judges and prosecutors. Others might think that law is complicated, boring, and only for experts. But think again. Have you ever felt your rights were violated? Have you ever witnessed injustice around you? Have you read news about cases involving people our age? This is why we need to understand the law. Law is not just a set of rules. It's a tool to protect ourselves, those around us, and society as a whole. As young people, we have a responsibility to learn about law, not only for to protect ourselves, but also to create a better world. In this video, we will discuss three main points. 1. Why should youth be legally aware? 2. What is the role of youth in social change? And the last one is 3. How do we start being legally aware?
Why should you be legally aware? Let's start with the most fundamental question. Why should young people care about the law? Firstly, because we live in a world governed by laws. Every step we take, our right to vote, signing work contracts, or even using social media falls under legal frameworks. Without understanding the law, we risk unintentionally breaking rules or becoming victims without knowing how to protect ourselves. For example, have you heard of someone being sued over a social media post? Or story about young workers whose salaries weren't paid as agreed? This situation often arises due to a lack of legal awareness. Being a legal awareness helps us recognize our rights and responsibilities, enabling us to make a more confident decisions. Secondly, the law is not about protecting ourselves, but also about protecting others. When we understand the law, we can help those around who might not receive their due rights. We can be the caring generation, one that doesn't stay silent in the face of injustice. And thirdly, as the younger generation, we are the future of this nation. When we understand the law, we are not only preparing ourselves for a better life, but also contributing for a fairer and more transparent society. Example, for instance, Article 27, Paragraph 3 of the 1945 Constitution of the Republic of Indonesia states that every citizen has the right to a decent job and living for a humanity. By understanding this article, young people can assert their rights in the workplace.
What is the role of youth in social change? Now, let's talk about role of youth. What can we do to create change through the law? Firstly, we can be agents of change through advocacy. Many young people out there are using their voices to address critical issues like human rights, environmental protection, and gender equality. For instance, the #MeToo movement of climate change advocacy often sought with young people who care and understand the law. Secondly, we can leverage technology. Our generation has a significant advantage in accessing information. Through social media, we can spread legal knowledge, educate our peers, or even advocate for a better policies. A very tangible example is when many young people protest against policies perceived as unfair, such as bills that might harm society. By understanding the law, we can provide more focused, impactful, and of course, legal criticism. Thirdly, we can start with the small steps. For example, practicing legal awareness in our daily life, reading contracts before signing them, understanding our rights as consumers, or ensuring that the content we share on social media complies with the law. This small action, when done collectively, can create a significant change. Example, young people can utilize Article 28F of the 1945 Constitution, which guarantees the freedom to obtain information to voice their opinions on critical issues through technology such as social media.
How do we start being legally aware? First, don't think of the law is complicated. Start with simple things. For instance, read news about new policies being widely discussed. Learn about law often related to our daily lives, such as information and electronic transaction law or labor law. Second, use technology to learn. There's a wealth of legal education content available on social media, from infographics to short video and podcasts. Find contents that suits your interests. Third, don't hesitate to ask questions or discuss. If you're still unsure, talk it over with friends or seek guidance from legal experts. Discussion is one of the best ways to expand our understanding and, most importantly, apply what you've learned. Law is not just theory, but something that must be practiced. Be a critical generation, one that dares to take a stand but still respect the law. Example, a basic understanding of Article 27, Paragraph 1 of the 1945 Constitution, which states all citizens are equally before the law, can help you comprehend their rights and obligations equally.
Young people are the hope of the nation, but hope alone is not enough without action. We must be a generation that is legally aware, cares about justice, and is ready to play a role in creating change. Remember, the law is not something to fear, it is a tool we can use to protect ourselves, fight for our rights, and create a better society. Start today, learn, take action, and make the law a part of our struggle. Because the nation's future is in our hands, and change begins with the small step we take today. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to keep listening and sharing knowledge about the world. Thank you.